Mrs. Christy Brucker. She's one of the most dedicated, giving, and hardworking people I know. And if you know her, you know that she always is carrying around a very organized to-do list with about 20 things on it at all times. So we are very fortunate that she shares her talents with her and with us, and the kids and I are so grateful to her. So even though you just did, let's give one more hand to Mrs. Barker. This choir rehearses 5 days a week, first hour every morning, and it's such a joy to start the day with them. The first 3 pieces that you're going to hear were also performed a few weeks ago at IHSA Organizational Contest. We appreciated getting so much constructive feedback from the judges at this event, and we're excited to have another opportunity to perform these pieces and put that feedback into practice. 3 of our senior choir officers will introduce these pieces. In order, these seniors are Haley Whipple, Caitlin Shockey, and John Fields. So I'll let Haley come down to the floor.
Our first piece is titled Jubilate Deo, written by emerging composer Peter Anglia. Anglia is an award-winning web designer with over 15 years of experience. However, Anglia happens to have turned his hobby of composing music into another profession that reached international audiences and the sale of his core music reaching 150,000 copies. Jack of all trades, he also wrote Jubilate, one of the most breathtaking pieces. Jubilate Deo has a very buoyant feel and a catchy melodic line, creating a natural-sounding mixed meter that is impossible not to wish you could sing along. However, it's not easy. This song is set with traditional Latin texts from the Book of Psalms. The phrase Jubilate Deo, which you will hear many times throughout Anglia's piece, translates from Latin to English as sing joyfully to God. This positive and hopeful message really changes the atmosphere of all those listening to the piece. I know I speak on behalf of the choir when I say, this song isn't just fun and beautiful to listen to, but to sing as well. We hope you enjoy our rendition of Jubilate Deo.
Jubilate Deo, Jubilate Deo.
The next song is titled United in Purpose. The lyrics were written by Maya Angelou. She was an amazing poet and civil rights activist. Some of her other works, which you may have heard of, include I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings and The Heart of a Woman. United in Purpose is a rhythmic, contemporary gospel-style anthem. Maya wrote United in Purpose as a way to encourage listeners to keep local communities a safe place for everybody. Like the title suggests, she wants everyone to be united and have everyone be loving to one another. So, to honor the meaning of Maya's song, I want everyone here today to show a small act of kindness to someone who you're not too familiar with. With that said, I hope you all enjoy United in Purpose.
Our next piece for you today is titled Go Down Moses. While you may know the 1958 version by Louis Armstrong, this song was originally an African-American spiritual that describes the Hebrew Exodus and was used as a call for freedom by the Israelites in ancient Egypt, and thus was outlawed among many enslavers. Lyrically, the song discusses the liberation of ancient Jewish people from Egyptian slavery. The story held a second meaning for enslaved African Americans, as they related their experiences under slavery to those of Moses and the Israelites who were enslaved by the Pharaoh. Our version, however, is a quick, jazzy, powerful song we've all come to love. Adapted from the traditional spiritual, Mark Hayes, the person who arranged our piece, has given it a jazz style that really makes it live. This is one of my favorite songs that we have ever performed as a choir, and I'm hopeful that you enjoy it even half as much as I do. That being said, please enjoy Go Down Moses.
the choral program. I will announce each one of them by name, and they'll step forward. Please hold your applause until all of the seniors have been announced. John Fields. Cece Francis. Audrey Iverson. Molly Killian. Aiden Lobby. Kaya Lee. Wrigley Maxey. Brooklyn Scribner. Caitlin Shockey. Savannah Shoemate. Haley Whipple. Please give them a round of applause. Seniors, what a time it has been. Most of you started off with me in middle school, and it has been such an honor to see you through your time here at JCMS. Your freshman year was one of the most challenging school years in my personal experience, and it felt like it was such a shadow of what choir in school used to be. And I wondered how many of you would stick with it throughout your high school years. But the 11 of you did, even as it became harder and harder to fit choir consistently into your schedules, and I am so very grateful. We have made so much beautiful music and many memories along the way. And now I see 11 young adults that started with me at age 11, and I am so unbelievably proud of you. It is my favorite thing that as a teacher I get to be a very small part of your lives for 7 years and watch you grow. And while you have grown as musicians, you have grown as people, and that's even more important. You are brave, talented, and kind young adults on the verge of going out to make a difference in the world. It is because of students like you that I'm a teacher, and why I have hope for the world even when things sometimes seem bleak. I believe in you, care about you, and I am honored to have been your teacher for all of these years. I hope you remember your time in choir with fondness and keep music a part of your life in some way. Remember that the way that you treat people matters, and you are important. Thank you for the music, the laughs, the dedication, the encouragement, the daily quotes, and the jokes. You will always have a home in the JCMS choir, and I so look forward to seeing you shine in the future. So everyone, please join me in honoring the seniors tonight. Also, seniors, we're going to take a picture after the concert, FYI. While every single person, freshman through senior, plays an important and valuable role in this ensemble, I now have 5 different awards voted on by the choir to present. The first of these is the Most Improved Vocalist of the award. And I'll invite Mr. Renchen to help me pass these out here. Let's give a hand to Mr. Renchen, everyone. But thanks, Mr. Renchen, we appreciate you. All right, so the first award that I have is the Most Improved Vocalist of the Year. The Most Improved Vocalist Award is one that can go to a student of any grade level. It goes to a student that the choir has seen grow significantly in their vocal abilities and leadership. As there are 43 students from which to choose for this award, there are often votes for many people, but there will always be a name or two that occur more than others, and this year was no exception. This student has had a strong voice since I've known them, but really seemed to come into their own as a singer and performer this year, both as a leader in their section and having their first big solo performance in this year's musical. Her vocal leadership in the alto section has become more and more evident as the year has progressed, and I am so very proud of the work she has put in and her bravery in stepping out of her comfort zone. And I look forward to hearing how she continues to grow throughout the next few years. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to present the Most Improved Vocalist Award to Hadley Doman. The next award is the Outstanding Senior Award. This award honors a senior with outstanding leadership and dedication to the choir. They can often be seen assisting in class, are approachable and helpful to others in their section and the choir, have been involved in additional choir activities, and overall contribute to making choir a more positive experience throughout their energy and dedication. This year's recipient certainly does that. This student is active in both the band and the choir, is a member of the chamber choir, went to ILMEA All-District Honors Choir, was a part of the musical, and is an AP Music Theory. This student goes above and beyond to improve their skills as a musician and actively seeks out opportunities and resources to help them and their classmates. They are also a leader in the choir, frequently helping younger students and setting an overall positive tone and excited energy for the choir. Additionally, he holds one of our most demanding officer positions, one in which he makes sure the room is set up for class each day. Every morning, you can find him dutifully checking to be sure the right number of chairs are in each row, and not once have I had to remind him to be sure that this gets done, as he's standing behind me right now. He is a leader both in his positivity and consistency, and he is a strong musician to boot. It is truly my pleasure to announce this year's Outstanding Senior Award to John Peak. The next is the Director's Award for Chorus. The Director's Award for Chorus goes to a senior with excellent leadership in the choir, who also can be seen helping the director with tasks both in and out of the class. This student certainly has done that this year. In class, they are consistently one of the most positive examples I can think of, from helping others in their section to their excellent facial expressions while singing. This student is always one of the first people to jump up to help me pass out music, ask a question about the music, or offer positive feedback. In addition, this choir officer took it above themselves to go above and beyond in their position as librarian this year. When I started many years ago, I inherited a very disorganized music library. Now, there have been many students throughout the years who have helped me to make a dent in this task, but this student was the first ever to step in and help me fully complete my vision. Completely without being asked or required to do so, she has come in multiple times a week, sometimes on 11:30 days when she could have gone home, and sometimes in the evenings when we were rehearsing for the musical, to help organize, document, and complete this project. I have been truly blown away by her generosity with her time and her commitment to helping with something that will greatly benefit choir students to come through the program in the future. She truly has exemplified a servant leader this year for the choir and for me, and I am so greatly appreciative of her. For these reasons and more, this year's Director's Award goes to Caitlin Shaw. Our next award is the National Choral Award. The criteria for this award are someone who shows excellence as a musician and student, and whose musicality has greatly benefited the choir. This year's awards certainly fit these criteria. I frequently rely on this student to lead for the class overall, their section, and to lead sectional rehearsals. This year alone, they participated in concert choir, chamber choir, performed an act in the variety show, and had a role in the musical. This student also furthered their musical knowledge by taking AP Music Theory and is an absolutely stellar musician. This student hopes to be a music teacher and has furthered her knowledge this year by being a teaching assistant in the elementary school music room, and I've watched her take that role very seriously. I always know I can count on her to work hard on her music and step in if something extra is needed. So it is my honor to present the National Choral Award to Kylie. Lastly, we have the Arian Award. The Arian Award is a prestigious national award for outstanding achievement by high school musicians. Its recipient is an upperclassman who has outstanding musicianship in both band and choir. This year alone, this student has been a part of the following music activities: chamber choir, concert choir, symphonic band, jazz band, variety show, the musical, HOIC Honors Choir, ILMEA All-District Choir, solo and ensemble contest, and AP Music Theory. They are a section leader and a band and choir officer, and frequently steps in to ensure class runs smoothly if there is a day where Mr. Renchen or I are gone. This student also wishes to become a music teacher and has been a teaching assistant to both Mr. Renchen and me for our middle school classes this entire year. And while I hope it's been a good experience for him, let me tell you, it has definitely been a good experience for me. He has been incredibly helpful, and it has been a true pleasure for me to watch him grow in his music teaching abilities. He's an excellent student and musician, and it is my honor to present this award to C.C. Brandon.
Really quickly, the choir officers have a few words to say. I'm going to pass the microphone over to Haley while I collect myself.
Mrs. Brooker, we are all so grateful to have had you as our pianist, as your presence has touched us in a way we will remember for the rest of our lives. Many choirs, let alone students, aren't so blessed to have had a Mrs. Brooker, someone whose kindness transcends the expectations, someone with a heart so big she goes out of her way to let us know how much she loves our voices and how proud she is of each of us, at times even leading her to tears. Mrs. Brooker, I have spent a lot of time with you over the years as not only the choir's pianist, but as someone I always knew I could turn to if I ever needed a single thing. Your talent is insatiable, but even more than that, it is your heart, your constant support, and your vibrant spirit that makes you invaluable. We, the choir students, will forever be indebted to you for the immeasurable impact your words, conscious thoughts, and gracious energy has had on us. There were countless great conversations. Many times your positivity was so contagious it brought the rest of the choir to join in, helping to shape our love for music. There were numerous occasions you were stopping the choir to tell us how amazing we are. Your pride in us will stick with us always. You always rooted for our successes and never failed to shine your incredible light every day. The amount of time you have offered to help us all, completely prepared to do whatever it takes to keep us safe and happy, will never go unnoticed. Your devotion to us has always warmed my heart and made me feel safe and comfortable knowing you were always here. Wherever each of us seniors go next, we will not be able to have a Mrs. Brooker, as no one will ever live up to all you do for us. No one will change a song ending just to make us smile, or try and play a song by memory for us because you know we love it. Sorry for the amount of times we've made you play Doe Deer, but thank you for doing it always. I am saddened that our journey with you is over, but I choose to think about every powerful, positive moment that helped shape me as a musician and as a person. And thanks to you, we got you some gifts to try and pay back at least a speck of all you have done for us. It's coming, I promise. I know I speak for all of the seniors when I say, we could not have done this all and have made it here without you. You are a part of the reason we love music, and you will forever be in our hearts as we go forward. Mrs. Brooker, we all absolutely adore you. Thank you for all you do.
We have a little something to say for Ms. Broadus. But a little warning to everybody, I was procrastinating writing this because I was afraid that I was going to cry. It's a little late for that now. Ms. Broadus, most of the seniors behind me have been in choir for 7 years, and that is longer than almost any other teacher actually teaches their kids. Some teachers stick with their kids for 4 years, some only get 1. You have been with us for 7, and believe me, that is an achievement in itself. I mean, we're a pretty rowdy bunch, so thank you for joining us on the ride to this moment. And while we're saying thanks, I want to thank you for so much, Ms. Broadus. I want to thank you for every moment you let me spend in that choir classroom. I want to thank you for the times that you let us have fun in your classroom. I want to thank you for making the music as enjoyable as the fun we had. I want to thank you for never giving up, despite what obstacle the arts might face. I want to thank you for being a shoulder to cry. I want to thank you for being a shoulder to cry on when no one else was there. I want to thank you for taking us all this far. but now I want to thank you for letting go. The seniors behind me are getting ready to leave, but I know... The seniors behind me are getting ready to leave, but I know that I speak for all of us when I say that you have instilled a love of music in each and every one of us that will live on forever. And I can say that now every time I hear Defying Gravity or You Will Be Found, I will sing the tenor harmony part. Ms. Broaddus, words cannot express the impact you've had on me and every student that's been lucky enough to take your class. I mean, what other class do kids who have graduated come back just to hang out, even if it is just for a moment? So as a way to show our thanks, we got you these gifts, which we hope you enjoy. You have truly made me, you have truly made me a better musician, a better student, and most importantly, a better person. Please never stop being a kind individual.
It's still beautiful. Don't worry. It's fine. We'll put them over here.
Thanks, Sean. Where was I? Okay. So, you have truly made me where was I? You truly made me a better musician, student, and most importantly, a better person. Please never stop being the kind individual that you are, and no matter where life takes you, please keep music in your heart, and never forget how great and kind of a person you are. And now, I'm going to do something that Ms. Broaddus would never allow me to do in her 6th grade fine arts class. I'm going to turn my back to the audience. Choir. When I say that word, a few words come to mind. Of course, music. Of course, being a part of the best section that there is, the tenors. But also, friendship, kindness, and 1,000,001 other memories throughout the years. This group is a home for me. When the world doesn't make any sense or is going absolutely insane, this group takes that insanity and transforms it into something beautiful. You all make this group worth being a part of. The chords we sing are almost as great as the people I have the privilege of sitting next to every day in class. I know that if you stay in this classroom, you will continue to do incredible things, make incredible music, and continue being incredible. But you'll just have to do it without us, the senior side here. I hope you all know how much confidence and faith I have in you all. This goes for the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders too. To keep this community at its best. And that's why I'm not afraid to leave. I had a 6th grader ask me today if I was scared of performing today. And I'm not scared, but I am sad. I hope that you live up to the expectations. And if you don't, just know that I will still be proud of you and what we've accomplished this year. I'm almost done, I promise. And to the seniors, we've always had each other, and going forward, we won't. And that I really am afraid of. But I'm also really excited for it. So let's take a step forward. Whether you're going into music or not, please keep music in your heart. I will miss each and every one of you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your music. And most of all, thank you for letting me be a part of the choir. It's been a pleasure. And now I'm going to get back to Ms. Broaddus because I don't know what to do.
Thank you so much. This is like their senior night, and I love having the middle schoolers. They're going to perform with us again very soon. And part of the reason we do that is, as you can see, it's really important for, I feel like the choir, 6th through 12th grade, is one big group in a lot of ways. There's a lot of continuity when it comes to one grade to the next, and it's a really beautiful time. So I hope that I gave enough time for CC to collect himself, because he's actually introducing the next piece. So I'm trying to, do a little bit fast. So we have one more song for you today before our combined finale, and it's one that likely will be familiar to you. To introduce this piece, I would like to invite CC Francis once more to the stage.
Hey, our next piece is entitled Viva La Vida. It was released in 2008 by the band Coldplay. Our version is just a little bit different than the radio version that me and my mom listened to when we were driving in the car. That was one obstacle that our choir faced. Figuring out how to balance a pop song that many know and love while also practicing good musicality was a challenge for us. We also got this piece ready for you all in a little under 2 weeks. With all of this, it made for a lovely time learning the piece. The title, Viva La Vida, loosely translates to live the life or long live life. This strongly caters to the lyrics of the song, telling a beautiful story, looking back on the narrator's own life. The beautiful harmonies compared with the fruitful story put forth by the lyrics leaves us with the result of a wonderful piece to put onto display for you all. We hope you enjoy Viva La Vida.